What's up, guys? Just got a package from Carrottoptuning right here. I've had it for a while, just haven't put it on video, been busy. But I ordered a new harness for this car. I know on the last video on the CRX, I redid the whole harness and wire tucked it, and it just wasn't sitting right with me with all the cuts and all the fixes I've done already to fix that harness. It's just still like, you know. So I went to Carrottoptuning. They sent us out a harness. This is an OBD1 harness. I know there's an OBD0 motor, but they already had swapped it to OBD1. And instead of doing the whole conversion back, it already has everything swapped to OBD1, so I figured let's just go to OBD1 altogether. The ECU is already P28, everything, so it just made sense to go back to this. It just made sense to switch over all the way over to OBD1 components. They sent out the harness, they sent out some merch, some beanie. We don't really wear beanies here in Houston, Texas. It's just too freaking hot, but I thought I'd throw it on just to show support. The quality looks pretty good. I mean, it's a very budget-friendly harness. Everything's labeled really nice. All the connections are pretty good from what I can tell. They got some pretty good reviews on it also, so, you know, nothing bad about it I can say so far. He did a really good job on everything. All the connections, everything's loomed really nice. All that good stuff, you know. Like I said, it's a budget harness. I also had to get the sub harness, and he sent me off this one. And I think this is the wrong one for the CRX. I told him I needed an EF CRX harness. I think he sent me an EF harness. So it is missing one plug. It's a circle plug that goes right around here. I've talked to a lot of people. That's why I haven't installed this since I haven't installed it, because I thought I just had the wrong stuff. I needed to get something different. But I've talked to some people and said I don't need that plug, but we'll go ahead and see if I need to pin it. I have both ends of the plug from the old harness, and you know, so I can make my own little, you know, jumper for it if I need to. I just need to figure out where I need a pin and everything too, but some people also said I don't really need it, so just kind of depends. You know, we'll try it out, and if it doesn't, if we do need it, then I'll make that little jumper I need. But this is the sub harness, so it'll connect into that harness there, and then the CRX plugs here, or the EF plugs. So also one more thing, I'll take y'all guys with me real quick. This is all cut up. This harness was converted over to this distributor is a OBD1, and it was converted back to OBD0, so it's cut up. And you know, you can see this is what drove me to just swap everything over. This plug just came out, and it was throwing on the whole distributor was just cutting in, cutting out, and this plug just fell off. There's no leftover plug here. Instead of just buying another plug and trying to do it again, I figured, you know what, let's just swap the whole harness over. So I went to junkyard, got the correct plug, which is the OBD1. There's the same plug, same color, same everything. I'm gonna splice these back in so it can be right back to OBD1. And then, like I said, the new harness is OBD1, so I plug right into it right then and there. So that's good to go. So yeah, I mean, we pretty much got everything to do. Let's see if I have my old, let's see. No, I don't know. Oh, here's my old harness. Let's see. Well, I think that's pretty much all we need to do. I'm not gonna really film. I'll probably film just installing the harness, but I'm not gonna film, you know, in depth installing it. You know, harness to harness. If I come up with any issues or problems, of course I'll turn the camera on and I'll address it when I get to that problem. But it should be straightforward to install this harness. There shouldn't be anything crazy with it, except for that one plug I told you about, and bolt right up to the D16 Z6, just because it is OBD1 already. So we'll get to this, start routing everything. I'm not sure if this is gonna be a whole video by itself. It probably won't, just because it's gonna go pretty quick. I'll probably tie in some other videos that I'm working on in this video too. So let's get to installing this harness. Okay, a little hiccup I've had is I was looking for this plug right here, which is the VTEC oil pressure switch. I already have the VTEC solenoid right here. So right here, VTEC solenoid VTS. But I'm looking for this one, and I couldn't find it anywhere. I was looking all over for it on the plugs and what I have left over. So I found the pinout for it on the plug, and I went. It's on, I think it's D4 or let's see, no, D3. It's this right here, this white one, and it has the pinout for it. So I put my little voltmeter for continuity, and I'm checking to see where that wire goes. And I've gone all through all the wires, and I couldn't figure out where it went. And then, lo and behold, it goes to this wire, the VTEC solenoid. So then I go and I check the VTEC solenoid wire on the other plug, which is the A4, I think, on this wire. Try that white wire, check that. See where that one goes, and it goes to the same plug. So after a little research, basically that's a way to bypass this pressure switch by connecting merging these two wires together. I didn't know that that's what he did, or that's what was happening. So if you connect these two wires together, merge them together, make it one wire, one signal for this and that on the ECU plug side, you don't have to worry about this plug no more. So this plug is obsolete pretty much now. So that's just a little hiccup I had for what I was doing. Took about 30 minutes to figure that out, but everything else looks like it's good. I'm gonna finish up with the install now, and we'll see you back in a bit. Alright, so I got them all spliced in. Looks a lot better than those crimps. So I can have it see those crimps. Looks a lot better than this, which, I mean, this holds, but not that great, bulky. So, it's a little bit more streamlined. Got that one, got that one. I can go ahead and loom this, make it look a little more decent, or wrap it in some Tessa tape. Which, if you don't know what that is, that's pretty much like this fabric tape like this that people use. I have some of that, so I can put that on there too. But this is ready to go. Let's plug those into the harness. Plug it into the harness. There you go. We got this plug here. Here. Boom, clicked. Alright, so those are plugged in. Now I'm gonna clean up some of these wires later on too. I just plugging it in just to make sure everything's good to go. I'm gonna zip tie some of these wires up and get them tucked a little bit more, but I just wanna make sure I got all the wires correct before I go through all that headache and do everything. And if something's not right, or a plug's not plugged in, or it's in the wrong plug or whatever, which shouldn't be a problem because everything is labeled on here on all the yellow tags. Shouldn't be a problem, but if there is, I'm able to move it. I do have to put the ground wire right here on the thermostat. I gotta go get that bolt for that. But other than that, I think everything's good and buttoned up. I do have to go and fish this harness through the hole, which wouldn't take long, and then connect the ECU, and we're probably ready for a startup. It's kind of late tonight, so I probably won't be able to start up today, but early tomorrow morning I'll try to give it a start, and we'll see if it runs. It hasn't been turned on for, I don't know, 4 months, 5 months, just because I've had this harness. I've been busy. I just haven't put it back in yet, so it's been a while. So I'll be excited to get it turned on and start driving it again, and start putting in more parts that I already have that we'll be working on behind the scenes also. That should be another video releasing pretty soon about that. But I'll see y'all guys in the morning. Alright guys, everything's in there. I went and swapped out injectors. Everything's plugged in, everything's good to go. All the plugs are looking good. I'll clean it up a little bit more, but let's start it out and see if it runs. Hasn't ran in a while, just because it's been sitting, and I probably have had this harness probably for 4 months, something like that. But let's see if it starts. Fuel pump just kicked on, we're good there. And there she goes, she's starting right up. That sounds good. It's been a while. Let's go check it out. So that's about it, guys. Shout out to Carrottoptuning for the harness. Man, it works great. I can sleep at night and I can drive this car knowing that I'm not gonna have any problems with any of the cut wires that it had before and all the stuff that they've done to try to swap it over to OBD1. We have an OBD1 harness in it now on the CRX, so we don't have no problems with any of the plugs or the O2 not working or anything like that. So shout out to Carrottoptuning for that. That's gonna be it for this video, guys. We'll see you guys on the next one. Later.